scarlet they made clothes of service in the holy place, and made them for Aaron as the Lord commanded. And he made the ephod and scarlet and fine twine, and they did beat the gold into 10 plates, and cut it into wires to work it in the blue, and in the purple, and in the scarlet, and in the fine line with cane. They made shoulder piece for it, to couple it together. By the two edges was it coupled together. And the curious girdle of his ephod that was upon it was of the same, according to the work thereof, of gold, blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twine line, as the Lord commanded Moses. And they wrote on a stone enclosed in arches of gold, graven as signets are graven with the names of the children of Israel. And he put them on the shoulders of the ephod, that they should be stone for a memorial to the children of Israel, as the Lord commanded Moses. And he made the breastplate of cunning work like the work of the ephod of gold, blue and purple, and scarlet, and fine twine line. It was foursquare. They made the breastplate double. A span was the length thereof, and a span the breadth thereof, being doubled. And they eat in it 4 rows, and and they set in it 4 rows of stones. The first row was a sardius, a topaz, and a carbuncle. This was the first row. And the second row, an emerald, and a sapphire, and a diamond. And the third row, a legal, an agate, an amethyst. And the fourth row, a beryl, an onyx, and a jasper. They were enclosed in arches of gold in their enclosing, and the stones were according to the names of the children of Israel, 12 according to their names, like the engraving of a signet, everyone with his name, according to the 12 tribes. And they made upon the breastplate chain at the end of redden work of pure gold. And they made 2 arches of gold, and 2 gold rings, and put the 2 rings in the 2 ends of the breastplate. And they put the 2 redden chains of gold in the 2 rings of the end of the breastplate, and the 2 ends of the 2 redden chains they fastened in the 2 arches, and put them in the shoulder piece of the ephod before it. And they made 2 rings of gold, and put them on the 2 ends of the breastplate upon the border of it, which was in the side of the ephod inwards. And they made 2 other golden rings, and put them on the 2 sides of the ephod underneath, towards the forepart of it, over against the other coupling thereof, above the curious gather of the ephod. And they did bind the breastplate by his ring unto the rings of the ephod with a lace of blue, that is nice, that it might be above the curious gather of the ephod, and that the breastplate might not be loose from the ephod, as the Lord commanded Moses. And he made the robe of the ephod of woven work of of all all of blue, and there was an hole in the midst of the robe, as the hole of an habergeon, with a band round about the hole, that it should not rend. And they made upon the hems of the robe pomegranates of blue and purple and scarlet and twine line, and they made bells of pure gold, and put the bells between the pomegranate upon the hem of the robe, about between the pomegranate, a bell and a pomegranate, a bell and a pomegranate round about the hem of the robe to minister in, as the Lord commanded Moses. And they made coats of fine linen of woven work for Aaron and for his sons, and a metal of fine line, and goodly bonnet of fine line, and linen breeches of fine twine line, and a girdle of fine twine line, and blue and purple and scarlet of needlework, as the Lord commanded Moses. And they made the place of the holy crown of pure gold, and wrote upon it a written like to the engraving of a signet, holiness to the Lord. And they tied unto it a lace of blue, to fasten it on high upon the betrothed, as the Lord commanded Moses. That was all the work of the tabernacle of the tent of the congregation finished. And the children of Israel did according to all that the Lord commanded Moses. So did they. And they brought the tabernacle unto Moses, the tent and all his furniture, his thatches, his board, his bars, and his pillars, and his socket, and the covering of ram skin dyed red, and the covering of badger skins, and the veil of the covering, the ark of the testimony, and the staffs thereof, and the mercy seats, the table, and all the vessels thereof, and the shewbread, the pure candlestick with the lamps thereof, even with the lamps to be set in order, and all the vessels thereof, and the oil for light, and the golden altar, and the anointing oil, and the sweet incense, and the hanging for the tabernacle door, the brazen altar, and his gate of brass, his staffs, and all his vessels, the laver and his forts, the hanging of the courts, his pillars, his sockets, and the hanging for the courts gates, his course, and his pins, and all the vessels of the service of the tabernacle, for the tent of the congregation, the clothes of service to do service in the holy place, and the holy garment for Aaron the priest, and his garment to minister in the priest's office, according to all that the Lord commanded Moses. So the children of Israel made all the work. And Moses did look upon all the work, and behold, they had done it as the Lord had commanded. Even so had they done it. And Moses blessed them. See in the book of Exodus, chapter 39, Moses blessed the work that was done after the commandment that God gave to him to do. After that, Moses blessed it at the work that God gave them to do. My name is Rockson Ankomah. I continue to learn and I'll continue to learn more. And we shall meet and continue to another chapter. Right?